Okay, can you hear me now? I'm hoping this is working and we're seeing how things are going, but awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Tabletop GM for Life. So, first of all, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream here. And so, we're trying something a little different actually. If the music's too loud or anything, just let me know. But in the past, when I've streamed, I would stream at my computer desk and I'd be playing computer games and streaming it so people could see. But this time, I want to do something a little different, actually. So I want to try building some Lego. We have here the Notre-Dame set by Lego here, as I make the camera go all wonky. So we get this, and I'm going to try opening it and building it here on stream. I got a new camera to cover my space here, so I'm hoping that's working and that it goes well. But right here, a little bit about the set first, because you might be interested. So this is the Lego Notre Dame set. It's from their architecture series. We see here it's 18 plus, not because it's inappropriate, but just because it's difficult. You can see it's set number 21061, has 4,383 pieces. Box is gorgeous. I've had this for a little while and been really excited to build it. And on the back, it shows here, and let's just move the webcam up a little bit. You can see right here that you actually build it in phases. So you can see it starts off here and shows you the years 1163 to 1182, and you work your way down. So as time progresses, you eventually get to the finished thing. So I'm pretty excited about that. Let's move you back down. And let's get into building this. So I hope all of you are doing well. Anyone want to share how your day's been or how your evening's been? What's going on in your life? We've been pretty busy here, actually. So yesterday, of course, was the 4th of July holiday here in the U.S. And we were celebrating that. And then today, did some stuff with the kids and went to see Inside Out 2. So that was pretty cool. But now we got Lego. We got a lot of bags here. This is many, many, many bags. So let's dump them out. Now, one of the things I like to do with Lego sets now, just because it kind of helps me to organize, is I go through, I take all the bags. Excuse me, sorry. I'm asthmatic, don't worry about it. It is a lot of bags. I built, actually, the Titanic many moons ago, and it's the most number of bags I've ever built done in my life. But usually I separate these in numerical order, so that way I then put them back in the box in here, and I shove them back in so in reverse order, so that way it'd be like number 100 on the bottom, 99, 98, and I work my way until I get to number 1, so that way I can just pull out as I need, and then the bags are all recyclable. Lego's really into that. These are plastic. Lego has come out with paper bags, and I only got them once. I was building the Lego Concorde, which I put up on the Discord, and one of the bags had that had a piece of that. It was a new custom piece that was paper. So I was pretty excited about that. And if you thought this was enough bags, we got more. So this is enough to keep busy for a while. And we also have, bam, this standard right here packaging for the instructions. And let's open these up. Just letting those open. Now, Lego goes to high quality here for all of their instruction books. But I find the ones here for architecture are really extra cool because not only do you have everything in it to help you build, but they give you really cool information here about it. So you have some stuff from the Lego designers, they put it in different languages, but then as we go here, yes, it is a plethora of El Guapo. Um, it starts right here, so it gives us a little bit about it. It's telling us 1163 to 1182, the east side of the cathedral was completed first and served as a functioning church while construction continued for the rest of the cathedral, which I think is pretty interesting, actually. And for those of you who've never built with Lego, I would not suggest starting with this set. Dave, don't worry about it, man. If you watch, great. If not, it's all good. I just given this a try, thought I would do something a little different. And if any of you don't like it, that's cool too. Don't worry about it. Feelings are not hurt. But if you're not already, if you want to follow, that would be cool. I'm trying to get up to affiliate status so that I can have things like channel reward points for all of you, so you can do cool, fun interactions and everything. And one of the things, and I'm hoping it's working, but one of the things here on the stream that you're supposed to be able to do is I set up a sound thing so that you can play different sounds, and I'm hoping it's working. But if it is, I set it so that all the sounds are free. So that way that's at least something that you can do. And I also hopefully correctly set up the viewer attack thing that Ricky uses over at Good Enough Painting, where you can like throw stuff at the stream, darts or whatever. So that's something there. If any of these things don't seem to be working for you, I apologize. Just let me know. And when I'm off stream, I'll try to see what I did wrong so that I can fix it. Sure thing, Dave. Go take some time, do something else, have fun. We're gonna start right here on bag number 1 after I sort these. So let me do a little sorting first, and we'll put stuff in reverse order in here. So we got a bag 23, bag 30. That's gonna be quite a bit. Bag 34. Look at all that foliage. That's kind of nice. I get bag 1. Just awesome stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is in my normal sorting, I'm going to just look for bags 1 and 2 and 3 to get started. Because my guess is you might not get terribly far. Everyone having a good night though? It's Friday, so that's good. Friday is always a nice thing. End of the week. I was off from work today, which is very enjoyable. Oh, and actually, can you hear the music okay? There's supposed to be some, like, ambient music playing. I'm just hoping that's working. If not, you just hear crinkling bags in me, which is probably boring as heck. Alright, so let's get started with a little building. And bag number 1's a beefy boy, and you know, let's make my camera here. I'm taking up a lot of real estate. You don't need to see as much of me. You need to see more of the build. So I'm just gonna make me a little smaller. There you go, because you don't need to see me. I'm boring, right? You want to see what I'm building. Okay, there we go. Much better. Alright, So we get bag one right here. I always make sure to shake the bags out because I can't tell you how many times I've been like, oh no, Lego forgot to give me a piece. Lego doesn't forget to give you pieces, not usually. It tends to be in the bag. So you want to make sure you do that. Some people like to do Nolan, which I find very therapeutic. You get all like the like pieces and you stack them up. If you ever watched Adam Savage on his Tested YouTube channel, when they build Lego, they'll do this, or they'll do all their Nolan. I thoroughly enjoy it. It takes a long time. So there we go. Small pieces. Stuck in the bag. But when you buy Lego sets, which are very expensive, of course, but when you buy them, almost always the bigger sets come with a brick separator. I have tons, so I tend to have one floating around. So we get that. Let me get the instruction book. It's never far away. And instructions. So here's how we're starting off. Then we get in some smaller plates and put them together. So let's start doing that and seeing how it goes. For me, Lego's very therapeutic, actually, for the building, and it's something that I like to do a lot. Also, turns out I'm under doctor's orders for doing it because it helps with my anxiety and my depression. Many cool things about Lego that can keep you occupied. Starting to build the frame. So this is usually not the most exciting part of building Lego, but it's an important part. Yeah, before I changed up my studio down here, I actually had my table and everything's kind of pushed against the wall. It was actually more in the middle of the room so I could play tabletop games on. I ended up getting this other table and pushing it back. And before, when I played tabletop games, it was more of a softer surface. So building Lego like this was challenging, I think is the appropriate term. And now this makes it much easier because I have a hard surface to go on, which is pretty cool. Right on here on top. Just push it down. One straight out like this. Another one sideways. Let's see what happens next. Okay, we're gonna flip it over. So we're gonna add some supports. So two of these pieces right here. And we also need two of these. They're just going to go on the seams. Flip it back over. It makes it a little more sturdy. So that's good. And one more of these. And a couple more of these. So let's make it happen. I think I need to get a better position for this camera, so my hands are not always in your face. This might not seem pretty sturdy at the moment, but I assure you it'll be much sturdier once it's done and we have more pieces interlocking with it. And for these, like this is always why knolling tends to be a little better. But again, you do you, right? Whatever makes you happy. Of course, at the moment, this isn't looking like much, is it? But it will. As we keep on progressing, better. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up to give a little more space. So if you don't know, the architecture series or lineup from Lego tends to try to represent different landmarks in architecture. It is not usually 1-to-1 scale, but they can still be pretty big. So this isn't going to be like a behemoth of Notre-Dame, but it's going to be, sizable enough, and it'll be something to keep things busy. Just checking the stream here for comments and other stuff. Okay. I should put like a sticker here or something so I know what like my good middle ground is, so I'm not too close. Because from where I'm sitting, I'm thinking like this is the best spot, but then my hand's in the way. But if I'm here, then you can still see over. Three of these. We're gonna need 8 of these. And then a couple of these. And we've already flipped it over. Get this going. So let's start adding on. So make sure we get a nice connection there. This will just give extra support, but minimize the number of pieces that are needed. Okay, we're already on step 13, if you can believe it. a second. We need 7 of these nice long pieces. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 7 of those. So we need 2 of these corner ones. And then 2 of these medium ones right here. Okay. That's not bad. So I'm framing in this corner right here. This corner is going to be where one of these cheese pieces go. And they can be a little hard to line up. So usually I frame the corner. And then that way it makes it a little bit easier to get the piece in exactly as I want it to. If you haven't seen it yet, the new Inside Out movie was pretty decent. At least I thought so. So it's something that could be worth a watch for you if you're into that sort of thing. And if not, that's cool too. Okay. Lots of the grounds. So, I love Notre-Dame. The history of it, just all about it. And of course, the timing on this is coming out is pretty decent because of being really not that long ago. It sadly caught on fire, and people all over the world watched it burn. It's just really tragic. But one of the things I really liked about the set, besides it being about Notre-Dame, which I adore, is that you build this, as I alluded to earlier, in the order it was actually built. And so I think that's a cool thing and a cool way to handle the construction of this set. Now, some people will tell me that they don't find Lego to be interesting because it's just like doing a puzzle, right? A jigsaw puzzle. But sometimes you just need something like this, right? Because you need the chill kind of thing, and you need to just kind of relax and vibe. Okay, so we have a cool little blurb, and they do that in the instructions sometimes. I'm just going to read it. It says, 1163, the plans for the Notre-Dame Cathedral are ready. Construction begins, and Pope Alexander III oversees the first stone being set in place. So now we added some more detail to this. What that is, we'll just get these pieces together that we need. Now the instruction book lays out the pieces that we need in like a little box and puts them in order. And one of the things I like to do, which is probably not necessary, is I pull them out and I put them in a space so I know what I need, but I put them so that they match what's in the little box. And that way I can just be like, oh, I need this piece and I need that piece, and I can check with the instruction book to make sure I'm doing exactly what I need. So let's just kind of move these a little bit over here. Bring this back. Just some more. And some of the pavers on the ground, so it looks like. And then these pieces here have studs on top of them. So that way we'll be able to add other things on later on in the build. I don't know what it'll be adding, because I purposely have not looked ahead. You saw I opened this on stream with all of you. I try not to go ahead. I like to take my time, experience, build, enjoy it. It's meditative almost for me. This is the first time for me streaming me building Lego. I was a little hesitant, to be honest, about doing it because it is a meditative experience. It's something that I kind of do just for me, and I don't want it to be a performative art for me because I do the War Gamer Recon podcast. We're talking about tabletop games and using social media for that and all sorts of stuff. So sometimes it's nice to do something where it's not about making content, but I've been enjoying going to people's streams and watching them stream and do stuff for a while. And I have friends who stream and everyone's like, give it a try. And I thought, you know, why not? So now we're on step 16. And in case you can't tell us from all the pieces here, we are getting near the end of the first bag. So that's pretty cool. So let's see what we need. Some 1x1s. Nice. And Lego usually gives you extra pieces, in case you didn't know. They're usually small ones, like these. If you have extra pieces that are big, like this, probably made a mistake somewhere. So if there's extra stuff left over, don't worry about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fourth one of that. One of these, and that leaves me with 2 extra pieces, which is okay. So now that we have these, just move over here, and bring this back, and let's see what we're gonna do. So it looks like we're gonna be working down in this area down here. Let's start putting some cool stuff in here. It's nice just to do this and to have some company. I know we're physically separated by whatever distance there is, but just for us to be able to connect in this way can be really nice. And it's a chance to just hang out. We don't have to be alone. One of the other things I'm hoping to stream is painting some miniatures. I'm terrible at it, but as another streamer told me not too long ago, whatever you do is good enough. And it made me realize in the past I would paint stuff or assemble miniatures because I needed an army. I was going to play a game. I used to play 40K and a lot of Games Workshop stuff and Bolt Action, a lot of tabletop games. I've been doing a podcast for over 20 years, gamer for longer. And it was always a job, right? I had to do it because there's a purpose. I had to get it done so that I could play the games or whatever. And that's not something that I wanted to happen anymore because it made painting not fun for me. And so I realized I can just paint a mini here or mini there. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to paint it because the purpose isn't for me to be like, get the mini done so I can go play. The purpose is for me to just paint because it's good for me and it makes me happy. So that's not a bad thing. Let's do one of these right here. One thing I'm intending to invest in everyone These are actually really good headphones, but they're intended for podcasting. But I'm intending to invest in even like a entry level headset with a mic that comes down. So if I'm, turned away from the mic that's built into stuff, you can still hear me okay. And then also when I'm streaming but playing computer games, I'm at my desk where I record podcasts. So I actually have like a podcast microphone that there it hangs. So it sounds a little different. But this is just, another way of doing stuff. A little more informal. That's okay. For a second I thought I messed up, but I didn't. It's always nice when you realize things are actually going according to plan, even when you may not know what the plan is. Nice. Getting there. So what's new with everyone else? Anything fun going on in your lives? Any things that are happening? Having good days, bad days, challenges, things you want to vent, get off your chest. It's a safe space here. That's bag one. Let's get bag two. Bag two. Introducing some more color. A lot of little pieces. I can guess what some of these pieces are going to be for in the build. I'm going to presume these are going to be for the bottom of columns. I'm going to guess that these, and there's some white ones too, are going to be for detail on the flooring. Just a wild guess on that. Good. A bunch right here too. So let's see how we do. Alrighty, so next step. Some of our pieces that we need. I need 4 of these. Let's see one of these up here. This now. Okay. Now with the fire that happened, I hadn't heard about how long they are thinking it would take to rebuild Notre-Dame. I think they were hoping to get it done relatively soon and with modern methods. I'm sure they can, but I'm hoping it won't take too long. Beautiful building, a lot of history there, a lot of importance to the people of France. Okay, we need 24 black ones and 24 white. Let's get to it. That's 24 black. And let's do the 24 white. So many. actually really love these pieces in Lego. It's a cool way to add some detail without doing like a full square, so you can do something a little more intricate of a design. And I just think that's really neat. Okay. Okay, and it looks like we are doing some flooring. Cool. Someone told me they heard that a lot of this detail gets covered up and you don't get to see it after. And they were like, so why would Lego put it in? Well, it's part of the build process. So that when you're building it, you can see cool and interesting things. And in this case, it's also because it was there. And so they're putting it in so that you can make sure that you are experiencing things appropriately and that they're representing it correctly. That's all. It's fun to be working on this. Wow, we've been going for about 4 hours. Not 4 hours, Jesus, 40 minutes. Hello, everyone who is watching. You are appreciated. Just doing some decals here and detail work on the flooring for Notre-Dame. We're on bag 2. Actually just started it a short bit ago. And I was saying how much I love these pieces. Hi, Tabletop GM. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I was afraid that I'd be doing this. People would be like, this is the most boring thing in the world. And I would hate that because I wouldn't want to disappoint everyone. But also, like, if no one's liking it, then why do it, you know? I mean, I guess because it would bring me joy. And I like this. Do I like doing this all the time? No, I guess would be the fair answer because you can't like all the things all the time. But it's fun. And I'm someone, so it may not seem like it, but I'm an introvert. And to get me to open up about things takes a long time, right? But once you do, it's hard to get me to quiet down. And Lego is something about which I'm passionate and I'm happy to talk about all the time. Tonight, actually, I had considered not building and instead talking about some of the new Lego sets that have been revealed for coming out in August or so, such as the new Jaws set. I don't know if any of you are aware, but there's going to be a Lego Jaws set. It's a Lego Ideas, which is their line that they use for fan-created works. And you can go through the whole process. You submit it to Lego. You get, I believe it's 10,000 people supporting you. Say, hey, we like this. We want this. And then Lego looks at your idea, and if they think that it would work okay for them, they will then make it, and you get kits or money or something, and or a percentage of the sales, what you said it sells. So someone had done that for Jaws, and of course a seminal piece of cinema, really important work there, and it's going to be coming out in August. It differs from the original fan submission, so some people are a little crotchety about that because it is a little bit smaller. It's a boat. It's also the shark. And actually, you can take a moment, and I can show all of you. Let me just pull it up on here. So I'm going to go to the Lego website and just pull up the Jaws set. So it was a leak, which I normally wouldn't show because I believe I'm part of the Lego affiliate program, and I don't think I'm supposed to be showing that sort of stuff. But they revealed it, and so it's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up once I find the email that they sent. There's been some new Lego stuff going on. Okay. Alrighty, so let's change our view here for all of you. Alright, so we see this never-ending thing right here. Alrighty, so here's the Lego website. Jaws coming August 6th, right here. $149.99 US, so $150. And let's get a nice view here, actually, of what it is. So it's a little diorama. Can I make this a little bigger for everyone? No. But you get the ship here. Jaws. I think Jaws looks cute, actually. The box art, 14.97 pieces. It looks nice. The shark coming out of the water. You get the orca. The minifigs look great, in my opinion. They're really good representations of the characters from the film. The orca looks nice. It's not as long as the original, but it has all the stuff. You know, the harpoons. It has the barrels right here. So that they use. Well, I don't want to ruin it in case you haven't seen Jaws, but hopefully you have. The bowsprit, I think that's called, where stand on. And look, Jaws is right here. I swear Jaws looks friendly. I think Jaws just looks so cute and adorable. And then there's also a stand, so you can just put Jaws on the stand. But they even got inside the mouth, the detail work there. The fins are actually pretty decent. All brick built. Nice shaping on Jaws. To get the shape of a great white, the fin, everything. I don't know. I think it looks really, really good. And you can see right here, you can take it off the stand. When you take the tail off, like the back, forth, and then the front of it you put down on the ground or on your table, so as if it was on the water, so you can recreate when it's going on the back of the ship. It gives you an idea of scale with the person, so you can see generally what that's going to be like. Lifting it up. Nice detail inside the map. I think the radio was inside as well. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Famous saying, right? Showing it on someone's house. And I think that's it. Is there a video? Oh yeah, so let's make this go large. And this will just rotate. You'll see. There's like a little diorama. Oh, actually, let's go back for a sec. This right here is cool. So it's a whole diorama, right? But they have it set up so you can put the shark on. It's coming out, and the way that they made the waves in the water and the white pieces for like the frothy part of the water, that's actually really cool. They did a really good job. But anyway, so this set is coming out, and I think it's pretty cool that they have that. And let's go back, and we can do some more on Notre-Dame. Sorry for that little side excursion. Alright, so we need 20 of these right here. Let's get those going. And instruction shows that we're going to be placing them around here. So yeah, these are going to be for the internal columns. When I was building the Titanic, I was being extra picky with these, so let's see if you can see here. This, it might not show up well. But there's a little bump. I don't think the camera's picking it up. Nope. Sorry. But trust me, there's a little bump here from where the injection mold connects. And so I didn't want that showing on the Titanic, but this is going to be inside, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, obviously it matters, but it doesn't matter as much. So I don't care about the orientation. And when I was little, I would have been like, yeah, we just put the pieces on all the things. But now I'm like, can set the face the right way so you don't see the injection molding points and all that sort of nonsense. And at the end of the day, does it really matter? No, but it makes me happy. So it is something that I do. I have to say, I'm actually really grateful that you're here watching and chilling. And right now, there's enough of you in here that if I continue this for the other streams I do, I'll be able to hit some of the hard requirements for the affiliate status here, or whatever they call it. Alright. Now we get some cool stuff coming up, so let's show. That glare is awful. But, so we're going to be adding extra detail in all over here. And it's all from these cool pieces right up here. So there's like wedges and different shapes and stuff, and that's pretty awesome. So let's see what we got. And like, this is a piece that's new to me. So shaped like this, get that angle. The ones I'm used to that are like that are actually, they're slightly different. I don't think I have any in this set, but those are a new piece to me, and I'm pretty excited about that. I love the piece, and actually they have two different ones for whichever way you want the cutout to be. That's a reason to make sure I'm getting them done correctly. Yes. You don't want to mess that up. Just trust me, I've been there. You're like, oh yeah, I got it, I'm doing the right thing, and you get partway through, and then you realize, nope, that was a mistake. Now the nice thing with Lego is you make a mistake, you take it apart, fix it, and put it back together, and it's all good. As opposed to like a mini you're painting, you can't unpaint the mini. You can fix it after, or you can't, you know, I guess you could a little bit, but you can't really unglue stuff. It depends on the glue you use and what solvent you want to use to remove the gluing, but generally, once something's glued together, it's glued together, you know? So Lego is absolutely more forgiving. I'm all about forgiveness. I'm trying to do better. We have one extra piece. Goes in the extra piece file over there. And let's just notice. And this is looking a little more tricky. Excuse me. Sorry for that. Let's see how we do. This is bad too already. That's shocking. And this is actually doing a really neat thing that I'll give you a close up on in a moment, because I am very impressed with this. And I'm gonna have to look to see if this is the first time those pieces were used. I don't know if they are or not, but it clearly solves a problem that exists here and it does it beautifully. Just really absolutely gorgeous on how it handles it. So I think I'm at a point where I can just do a close up for all of you. So we're right here, right? So if you compare this to here, and it's trying to show the same kind of design, right? So you have this right here, and that matches that, and then where the black would go, there's a column, right? So they can't do that. It's the same over here. You have this going, but there's a column. So that's where this piece comes in. And then again for the black, we get a column. So it's cutting out the spaces for the columns and putting Lego in. Now, is it perfect? No, because you get some gaps, right? But it's actually still really good. And then right here, you got a great 90-degree angle. That's awesome. I'm very, very impressed with what Lego has done there. And it's just really cool. For those of you in the stream, can you tell me, can you hear the music? Because I'm curious. I was wondering if that's coming through or not. Or is it just my voice? I wasn't quite sure. I'm hoping the music coming through. I mean, oh, so you can hear me, but can you hear music? It's kind of chill. No music. Ah, okay. So clearly I messed up something. I'm going to take music to fix that. Or at least do what I think is going to fix it. No. Okay. That's okay. So then I'm going to turn that music off, and let's try something else while. Look at this. Okay. I'm gonna try a different thing for music. And we'll see if it works. Yeah, so I was told that what I was doing should work, but clearly it didn't. So let's try this. Okay, can you hear this okay? Just let me know if you can hear that music. Because I wanted to get some music in there for everyone to hear. And if it's not working, it's not working, it's all okay. mixer. Okay. Claims it's playing. Let me hop on the stream. This is. See if I hear it. Yay, okay. That's not the music I had intended, but we'll take it. I'm just gonna lower the volume a little bit. Now it's not as boring. I'm sorry for that. I I used to stream before pandemic, many years ago now. What is it, 5, 6 years ago? And okay, let me lower it some more. How's that doing for you, sir? Great. So I used to stream before pandemic about 6 years ago, and I had a different playlist of music, but now everything's changed, and so trying to get music in was hard. I did something that I was told I could do. I have this playlist on Amazon Music, but this is an actual widget that goes into the streaming software. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm glad that it's not just completely terrible. Alrighty. It's just hearing me talk is awful, I think. Let's do this. And that's looking good. Does anyone know if Ricky is going to be streaming tonight? I've kind of got in the habit of rating into him when I'm done. Not that I'm done now, but just when I get done. That's why I wasn't sure. I just thought it would be I know he popped in the stream earlier when I first went live and said he was going to go pick up some food. Should eat too. Hadn't had breakfast. For lunch I had a piece of bread. And then I took I had an appointment I had to go to, classes, and we took the kids to some Inside Out 2, out to eat. It's Friday, and I respect all religions and those who practice no religions in any belief system. So I happen to be Catholic, and old school Catholic in that on Fridays I don't eat meat. And so where did we end up? We went to a Popeye's chicken place, and I got popcorn shrimp, which was fine, it was good. But like they're tiny, right? They're like little tiny pieces of shrimp, and that was all I had today. I had some milk earlier. I had some bubble tea. Track, what are you doing? Boo. New track. Can I just like cap you? Okay, I'm sorry that went up again. That's really frustrating. I did not mean to blast your ears with music. Please, please, please accept my apologies. If it goes loud again and I'm not noticing, please let me know because I can see the chat easily. The audio mixer is kind of in a different part of the screen, and so I'm facing away from it. But please just let me know. Turn this on. Goodness. That's crazy. I don't know what I'm saying, but it doesn't matter. It's not important. All of you are important. You matter. I can't believe it at this for about an hour. Huh? It's good stuff, though. Your song's still down there. That's doing okay then. It's like when you watch TV. I don't know how many people just watch regular over-the-air TV anymore. We don't really, but we stream stuff. But in the old days, you watch TV and commercials would be really loud, and then the TV show you'd be watching would be really silent. It was very frustrating. I always hated that. And someone told me that that was done on purpose to catch your attention for the commercials. And I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, you're not cool, bro. Not cool at all. I was like, oh wow. I'm in another room here. No, I messed up something. What did I mess up? No, I didn't. That's fine, that's fine. That's okay, that was there. Nope. Just thought I messed up. So I know a guy, he's building some Lego Technic, and Technic is more intense. It's like rods, pins and pieces, and he got halfway through a thing, and then he realized he messed up. So he had to go back and undo, and things that to get in tight. It's not just like breaking apart some bricks. It's really like sock it in, and that was rough having see him do that. I would wish that on people. It's just so sad. He did it, it was better than ever, but with Technic, I've learned I don't really build Technic. Like you have to pay extra close attention. You can't just kind of goof off or be chill or whatever. You have to dive in. Pretty straight. Floor decor. Hey Ricky, how you doing? What you get for food, dude? Yeah. This is tiny as all get out. Thanks for coming back to the stream. I appreciate it. We just finished bag 2 of Notre-Dame, and I learned some things like the music I thought I was playing from Amazon Music wasn't actually playing in the stream. So the stuff I saw in on YouTube for how to get other music into your stream wasn't working. This is a Streamlabs music widget, so I get that going on. All right, you said you're doing great. You picked up Taco Bell for the whole Friday night crew. That's because your wife has friends over, right? That's cool. Very sweet of you to go pick it up. Are you streaming tonight? Because if you are, when I'm done, I'm gonna raid into you. Oh, cool. Well, you start, and then I'll stream it, raid into you, because bag 3 has a lot going on in it, and I don't think I need to do bag 3 right now. You've been live for a little bit over an hour. Oh, that's really sweet, dude. Thank you for lurking and hanging out. I really, really appreciate it, man. Not that people need it, but let's shout you out. Ah, it worked! Woohoo! Thank you for doing that, dude. I wasn't sure if the viewer attack thing was gonna work. And there's also supposed to be a thing in here that I set up where you can play different sound effects. And I don't know if that's will wait until channel points become a thing or what, but that's cool. I wanted to make it a little more interactive than people just listening to me talk. If you want to listen to me talk, yeah, I thought that took channel points. I set everything on it to free, but I didn't know if it was going to take effect or not. I figured people want to just listen to me talk, you listen to the audio podcast, and it's just like, and for a first time streaming, building Lego, not bad. This worked. Not ideal with the angle and stuff, but sometimes it's better to just go ahead and do the stream and do it, except it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. That's okay, and make changes later on because it's fun. I would have just sat here, been quiet, but like, ho hum, I'm building some Lego, blah 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 blah. We got 2 bags done. Took time, hung out. I'm eager to see what you're gonna be streaming today, sir, and what you're gonna be working around. No, that's great advice. You do some stuff, and then just fix one thing and make sure you're enjoying yourself. And this was fun. I've actually been looking forward to it all day, and I'm happy that I've been able to do it. I got to hang out with all of you. That's super cool. Let's see if your stream is live, so I can read into you. Take a quick peek. One and all? Nope, not yet. Oh, the Jing's live. He builds Lego too. Does a much better job than I do. But that's okay. Let's see. There's so many features. That sounds like you just went live. So let's see. Raid. Okay, everyone, so we're going to be rating Good Enough. Thank you all for taking the time to be here and hang out and give us a chance to do this first stream, building some Lego. Really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. And now let's go visit Ricky and see what's going on.